What's up, my guys, and welcome back to the Wrestling Report Card. I'm your host, Cody, and for those of y'all that don't know how this show works out, is I take a show, I break down every match, I give it its own letter grade, and at the end of that sumbitch, I tally everything up, and that show gets its own report card. So tonight, we're talking Monday Night Raw, where you got Bobby Lashley taking on AJ Styles. Yeah, you heard that right, on live TV for the United States Championship. You also had Kevin Owens taking on Drew McIntyre in another great match. And then the rivalry between Seth Rollins and Riddle takes another step further. And we also featured the likes of Rey Mysterio, The Miz, and Dolph Ziggler on this episode, who was in the main event, my guy. So without further ado, buckle up your seatbelts, folks, and let's get to grading. First up tonight, we got the Judgement Day Rey Mysterio segment, and I thought this was really good for the Judgment Day. I still can't believe that Finn Balor hit a coup de grace on Rey Mysterio while he had a steel chair on top of his chest. Oh, and one more thing. Rhea versus Beth Phoenix needs to happen one time for the one time. I'm gonna slap a B on that, but hey, we gotta keep it moving, because next up, you got Asuka and Alexa Bliss teaming up to take on Nikki and Doudrop in the first round of the Women's Tag Team Tournament, and this was a solid match right here. I mean, these ladies showed up and showed out, my guy. Bliss and Asuka do move on to the Tag Team Semifinals, and I cannot wait until that Trios Tag match at the Clash with Team Bianca taking on Team Bayley. You know what? We gonna slap another B on that, okay? Don't judge me. Next up, we got the Miz and Ciampa, the new tag team of the century. They're taking on Mustafa Ali and Cedric Alexander. Now, Miz and Ciampa do hold on to win in a barn burner. I believe I said holy shit about 47 times during this sumbitch right here. I tell you what, that's getting an A-, like great match. But we still gotta move on, because next up, we got Kevin Owens face-to-face in the ring with Drew McIntyre, and we had a great promo between the two, which got so heated that they were ready to throw down, and they did that as a match ensued between the two immediately after. And I know we got a DQ, but I'm gonna go on record and say that not every DQ finish is a bad finish. I'm giving that an A-. Like, what do y'all want me to say? That was a banger. And speaking of bangers, we got another one on deck, because tonight you got Riddle online in a Skype interview letting us know that he is not injured no more and he's cleared to wrestle. Well, Seth Rollins wasn't in the ring. He was talking his mess. He didn't know that Riddle wasn't in his mom's basement, but he was at the arena. So Riddle came down, started to put the hurt down on Seth. And even though this sounds good, I'm going to be honest, this wasn't their best segment, even though they had a lot of great ones, and that's not really saying much. But I'm not going to say that I'm not looking forward to that match at Clash at the Castle, because that's going to be a slobber knocker. With all that being said, I'm going to give that segment a B-. Next up on Monday Night Raw, you got the undefeated Veer Mahaan taking on Keller. I'm not gonna lie, this is actually a really good squash match, but somebody needs to check on old boy, because I got a feeling that Keller is gonna be on Indeed tomorrow, my guy. Hey, I'm gonna give that a C+. Like, again, pretty good squash match. And I'm also gonna move on, because next up, you got AJ Styles. He's taking on Bobby Lashley for the United States Championship. Great match between two fantastic wrestlers. And of course, just when it looked like Miz and Ciampa were about to interfere, it looked like, from my point of view, a fan jumped the guardrail, but it wasn't. It was Dexter Lumis, and I can't say, I'm not 100% who he is actually stalking at this point, but I'll leave it at that, my guy. I'm not gonna lie, he had me concerned there for a minute. Like, I really thought it was a fan. But, like I said, great match, as Bobby comes through with a spear to get the 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's straight up getting an A. Like, it's getting an A. Moving on. Next up, we got Dana Brooke taking on Dakota Kai. And not a long match, and that's solely because Dakota Kai just walked down to the ring and opened a can of whoop ass all over Dana Brooke to get the 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna give that a B-. Like, that was actually a really physical match. But hey, Cody, that's enough talk, because it's time for the main event, as you got Dolph Ziggler taking on Theory in a barn burner. And Theory steals one on Monday Night Raw, which pissed me off because Dolph Ziggler is my guy. I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to give this a D- after that finish, but all jokes aside, what a great match. And what in the hell has happened to Monday Night Raw? Well, I mean, Triple H is the obvious answer, but seriously though, what a great episode. Like, I definitely got Attitude Era vibes for this, and I'm all for it. So for that main event, we gonna give it an A-. And what an episode of Monday Night Raw. What an episode. But now we gotta get back to this, because we got all the grades in. Now let's take a look at the report card. After tallying everything up, we came out with a final letter grade of a B. That's right, an 87%, which is our highest Monday Night Raw grade ever in the history of the Wrestling Report card. With that being said, I thank everybody that tunes in, man. I hope y'all really are liking the show. If you haven't already, please hit me with a like, comment, maybe even a subscription. That would be cool. If not, I still love you anyways. Other than that, man, I hope everybody stays safe and have a nice day.